So here's 5 things no one told me about videography. Stay tuned. Let's get into it. So yeah, did you know you needed to invest in a good camera? Well, I didn't know that because I didn't know that. I started using my iPhone 5, and when I wanted to go deep into videography, like, go, like get a proper camera, I didn't even know that you needed to like check the features, try to understand the kind of camera you want, try to know what you want, like just to do a research basically to find what you needed. And no one told me that because um I didn't get like proper tutorials basically. So I just went, I mean, someone just told me, yeah, just get a camera and you could start making cool videos. It doesn't matter, the camera, it matters who is behind the camera. And I was like, yeah, that's true, that's true, that's true, that's true. But yeah, I gotta be honest, man. Look, it's not about, it's not just about who is behind the camera. The camera also matters, because this camera I'm holding is an EOS. It doesn't even have, the name. It's a very old camera, basically. It doesn't even work. Imagine using this camera to try to shoot like a proper, music video. I mean, that's a big fail, basically. So yeah, you have to invest in a good camera at the end of the day. Secondly, I didn't know looking for location was going to be much of a job. Like, not kidding, guys. My first video, I am not kidding. My first video, for real, my first video, we went to shoot, and it was on this pedestrian bridge. Basically, it's not in use or anything. If you stay in Abuja and there's a pedestrian bridge near Silverbed, so yeah, it's not in use. And so we went there, and we started shooting. And guess what? So we just came, and fam, that was the day that I knew that I could run so fast, because like that was the day I knew I could run. And so they came and they were like, hey, you, stop there. Ah! So basically, we all ran. My friends ran to their car, I ran to my car, and we drove up so fast. Like we were moving so fast, we were so scared for our lives, basically, because we thought we had committed the biggest crime or something. But yeah, I didn't know looking for location was going to be much of a difficult thing. I thought you could just go in with your camera, and but no, it's not that easy, because sometimes, in fact, sometimes the best locations you're looking for are pretty much places that you cannot even film. Like, did you know you couldn't film in ShopRite? Like, what if I wanted to do like a vlog or something? You couldn't do that. So I mean, it's so dumb, so many dumb rules. If you live in Nigeria, there's just so many dumb rules as to use a camera around. But yeah, sometimes we find our way, depending on what we're trying to achieve at the end of the day. So yeah, that was one of the biggest problems. That's one of the biggest problems I've had so far. Trying to get a location. It's not that easy. Did you know that you needed to like work on your audio? Yeah, audio really matters. Like, no one told me that your audio really matters. But as I grew into the process, I got to understand that your audio will actually determine the mood of your video. Your audio will actually keep your viewers going. So I mean, you could do crazy audios, you could add a lot of things, you could take your time. I mean, if there's anything other than editing, I feel like I spend so much time on audio sometimes, depending on what I'm trying to achieve with the video, and stuff like that. So yeah, so audio really matters when it comes to video. And no one told me that, because everybody was just focused on editing, trying to do effects, trying to do this, trying to do that. And then at the end they were like, oh, just slap on an audio. And but like sometimes I edit with like audio first, like I create the audio first before I even start editing, because that actually determines the rest of the video. Like, I'm talking so fast. Yeah, I know. But yeah, audio really matters when it comes to like video and stuff like that. So no one told me that, but I'm glad that I'm able to be on this platform to tell you that your audio really matters when you're trying to like edit a video or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Did you know that the laptop you're going to use to actually edit those videos really matters too? Because the laptop you use for like editing, So that's one thing that I think a lot of people don't, really. I mean, if you want to learn videography or something, a lot of people don't talk about what kind of specifications of laptop do you need to work with. To be very honest with you, I think you need to consider that if you want to go into videography, because these days the applications are, they keep upgrading, and there's just so much more to it. And if I'm being honest, you need to get a laptop that is good enough, that can, that is compatible with the editing softwares you're going to use, that is going to, give you the best performances without lagging. When I started videography, I was using a 6 gig RAM laptop. It had a space of about 600 gig. it Fortunate enough, that was a laptop I got because I wanted to play games. So I was mostly playing games on the laptop. But then as time went on, I had to delete some of the games because of space and, a couple of other things. And when I started editing, it felt good. The laptop was, it felt like, oh yeah, laptop is good. My laptop is the awesome laptop. And yeah, I kept using the laptop up until, as the software, year by year, I kept updating the softwares and all of that. But then I realized that the more the deeper I went into like videos, the deeper I went into creating videos, working on motion graphics and so many things, I realized that laptop was actually lagging so much. Like I used the MacBook one day, and I realized that I'm I don't have a laptop basically because found my laptop became so much of an embarrassment. Like I didn't even like carrying it out or something. So I feel like if you're going to go into videography or even photography, as simple as photography, I think you need to consider your laptop. You need to know if your laptop can carry the softwares comfortably without issues, because you do not want to have to like give a client an excuse by, your laptop is, slow or something. Like nobody's gonna want to listen to that, so yeah, you need to, those are some of the things that I know that I wasn't told. So yeah, four things that no one told me about videography, but I'm here to tell you that these are the things about videography no one told me. Yeah, these are the things about videography no one told me. So yeah, I'm glad to be here to tell you this. So if you were looking to do videography or you just started, you need to consider some of these things and put them on paper and try to. And don't get me wrong, in the first point about investing in a good camera, I mean, you need to understand. I mean, no matter the camera you're able to afford, there are still affordable cameras at good prices that can still give you quality things. So I feel like no matter the camera you have right now, I think it's best that you're able to master that camera to its maximum capability. That even if someone wakes you up from sleep and you can operate that camera with your eyes closed. So if you can do that, and eventually you get an expensive camera, you would know the value than when you actually buy a very expensive camera as a start, when you're starting out and you can't even use it to its maximum capability. So yeah, if I mean, start with what you can afford and then grow from that into becoming something better. If you're watching this, don't go without subscribing. Thank you for watching.